Okay, I think we are live. So do me a favor. Can you go to my Facebook page and see that I'm live? Never mind. I can go. No, I can't go to it from here. I can go to my Instagram. Can you go check on my Facebook and see if I'm live? Hello, everyone. As you're coming in, say hello. What's going on? Lovely Patricia. Thank you so much for being in the building. Failed to schedule stream on some destination. Oh no. Okay, so we're checking out some things right now. I'm trying to see where I am not live at. Okay, so I don't know exactly. Okay, Facebook, YouTube. So you see me on my page on Facebook? You heard me? Babe, you see me on my page on Facebook? Okay, so somewhere it did not go live. Let's see where. Thank you so much for your club entry, Carnita. So, okay, so right now I am streaming on. Oh, are you telling me to back away from the camera? Okay, so right now I am streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and my personal Facebook page. Can I see your phone so I can see how it looks? And so I'm so excited because I'm doing all of the things. I have all of this. What's going on, Jen? Is my forehead big? So, is it too high? Do I need to bring it down some? No, you need to bring it down some and lean back some. What's going on, Stacy J261 Jen After Dark Circle? Thank you so much for being here. So I'm really loving this new feature. I'm able to go live on Instagram, TikTok. Oh, I'm going TikTok on YouTube. Hold on, let me see. I'm trying out a new feature. How are y'all today? It has been a minute since I've been live. Just because, life be life. And what's going on, Zenith? Thank you so much for being in the building. So I am checking out some new features where I am going live on all the different platforms. Thank you so much, Carnita, for sharing it out. I appreciate you. So let's see. I'm trying to see if I can see it up on YouTube. So today we're going to be talking about why are you not using your skills to monetize? And it shows right now that I am streaming on all three platforms. Can you go to YouTube? It's Life on Love It Lane to see if you see it on there as well. Because I cannot see it from my end. So I just wanted to make sure. So, for some reason on my Facebook page, you can see me. Okay, so I am not streaming in my group. Please is it on there? Oh, okay. So y'all, we are doing it. I am live on YouTube, my personal Facebook page, and Instagram. Can you go to Instagram to see if you see it? Because I can't see it on my end, of course. So I just want to make sure that it's there. Because I can't see it on my end. So I have to have other people see it. Yes? Go Shay. Go Shay. Listen, I'm so excited. Okay, so here we go. For those of you who are new to me, I am Laura Shay Lovett, your stay-at-home mom CEO, and it's the summertime. So guess what? You're going to be hearing children in the background. We got basketball training going on, but it does not stop the show. What do I mean by that? I mean that we're still going to be talking about why you are not using your skill as a stay-at-home mom. What's going on? Pin a notice for your viewers to contact you. Okay, we don't need to do that. So I am back in business. I am here to help my stay-at-home mom use their gifts, skills, and talents to create additional income in their home so that way they can spend more time with their family, doing the things they love. And if cleaning is your jam, that's on you. That's not for me. I don't like it. If doing laundry is your jam, that's on you. I don't like that. So I like to create additional income to take things off my plate. Thank you so much for being a title gifter of the TikToks. I appreciate you. So listen, I've been a mom for almost 21 years. Thank you so much, Carnita, for being a title gifter of the rose. I appreciate you. I've been a mom for almost 21 years. Can you believe your girl have a almost 21-year-old? Honey, I cannot believe it, but we are here now, okay? Been a stay-at-home mom for 13 years and been a stay-at-home mom CEO who runs a business from home for about 10 years now. And I am loving it. I started out entrepreneurship with writing a book. Thank you so much, Zenith, for the roses. Thank you so much for the perfume. Y'all are lighting that gallery up over on the TikTok. And I appreciate each and every last one of you. Thank you so much for the friendship necklace. I appreciate it. Thanks so much for the finger hearts. I absolutely appreciate it in you all at the same time. Okay. Oh, and if you're watching from Facebook, say hello in the comments. If you're watching from YouTube, say hello in the comments. I want to make sure that I am seeing all of your comments, all of your thoughts, because let's really get into why you're here. And you're here because you're like, listen, girl, I'm a stay-at-home mom, but I'm not exactly sure why I'm not using my gift. So I might have to call you out a little bit, all right? Let's get into the first reason. You became a stay-at-home mom so you could spend time with your family, right? So you could spend time with your kids. You didn't want to send them to daycare. You didn't necessarily want to be a nanny. And sometimes, just depending on your family dynamics, it may work for you to actually be home, okay? It may work for you to actually be home, depending on your circumstances. But in the midst of you being a stay-at-home mom, right? Because you're very accomplished, right? You done went to college, more than likely. You have a associate degree, a bachelor's degree. You've been in the corporate world. But now it is time for you. You took a pause from that and you decided to stay home with your kids. You had dreams before that. You had dreams before that. What's going on, CS Gift? See as gifted hands. Hey girl, hey. You are watching from Instagram. Thank you so much for watching from Instagram. For those of you who don't know, I am streaming on Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, and TikTok. Yes, baby, this is a win. Okay, so we're talking about why you have lost yourself being a stay-at-home mom. What happened was, what's going on, Christy? Thank you so much for being in the building. You put your dreams on hold because you wanted to take care of your kids. That is the main reason. You wanted to take care of your kids, or child, right? I don't know about you, but I'm a mommy of 4, honey. 4 children. You would have thought I learned on the first one, but I went and did it again and again. And I only did it 3 times because one of them is a set of twins. Okay. So you would have thought, what's up, Shanita? Thank you so much for being here. So you lost yourself in mommyhood because you dedicated yourself to your children, to your spouse. And if you're a single mom, I've been there before. I was, this is my second marriage. We've been married what, 11 years? 10, 11, 10 years? Yeah. Well, who else would I be talking to? I ain't married to nobody else. Oh, hey, Alicia. So, and been together for 13, right? So, and so, in the midst of me taking care of my kids and taking care of my spouse and being a stay-at-home mom, I lost myself in motherhood because I was so stuck in mommy mode, right? It was one of them things where it's very simple and easy because you're making sure the kids are all right. You're making sure The spouse is okay. And what happened is you've forgotten your dreams and your aspiration because you're like, I need to focus on my kids. I need to focus on my spouse. I need to realize that I am not the primary person. But I'm here to tell you, when I first started out being a stay-at-home mom, I thought the same thing. I was like, I don't have time to focus on myself. All it is, what's going on, prayer warrior? Thank you so much for being here. All I thought about was just being there for my family, right? I had dreams, I had goals, I had things that I wanted to achieve in life, all of the things. But what I realized is that when my kids were younger, okay, when my kids was younger, it was harder for me to focus on my dreams, my kids, and my spouse. But it was only hard because I didn't have a system. I didn't have strategies. I didn't have support in the sense of, thank you so much for your club entry. I didn't have support in the sense of how I need to map out being a stay-at-home mom business owner. Did I write a book when I had my little ones? Yes. Was I going to conference and doing an entrepreneur journey? Yes. But I was getting so burnt out because I didn't know if I was going left, right, up, down, diagonal, all of the things, because I didn't have systems and strategies in place. So here's the one thing I want to share with you. When you have system strategies and a support system in place. And when I mean a support system, I don't mean your family, because your family is not your audience, but they is definitely your support system, right? So what I mean by support system is your support system of other stay-at-home moms to understand that when there is a sink full of dishes, there is laundry piled up to the yin yang, there is children needing to go to this play, to this school event, to this sporting event, and all of the things. When you have a support system who understands that, it can definitely help you to understand that you are not in this alone. But I want to teach you strategies and a system that you can put in place that can help you to be able to run your business. So who am I talking to specifically? I am talking to the stay-at-home mom who have school-age children. Your children are in school, you're still a stay-at-home mom because it's just easier, right? Because think about it. If your household is anything like mine, a 9 to 5, 8 to 4 don't exactly work. Because who in the world said, go to work at 8, but the bus don't come to 8:45? Get off at 4, but school ends at 3:30. Like, nobody thought about that. Nobody said, oh, well, that don't exactly make sense. That if I gotta be to work at 8, but my kid can't get on the bus to 8:30, I can't get off to 4, but then my kids get out of school at 3 o'clock. How in the world do that even make sense? And the logic of, you want me to go to work, but then also the hours and things. Oh, hold on. It says my chat is chatting. Boom. Okay. It said, you want me to go to work, but then the hours just don't work. What's going on? Welcome in the building. So it's like, it doesn't make sense. So when you become a stay-at-home mom, you're so focused on the family and making sure everything runs that once they get into school, you're like, oh, I can do this. I have time, but I don't necessarily want to get a 9 to 5 because it just don't exactly work for my schedule, right? And that's okay. It do not have to work for your schedule. This is why those dreams and aspirations that you have, Delisha in the building, this is why the dreams and aspirations that you have has been put on the back burner because you've been trying to figure out how to do it all. Thank you so much for your club entry. But what you really need is a system, support, and strategy. So you lost yourself in motherhood because you've been in mom and wife mode. Mode that you put on the back burner when you started having children was that boss mode. Thank you so much for the popular vote. Thank you so much for the roses. All right, you get what I'm saying? CS, Gifted Hands on Instagram. Thank you so much for being here. If you are watching from Instagram, YouTube, TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, or Facebook, Go ahead and say hello in the comment section. Let me know which platform you're watching from. TikTok, I have you right here. But I am loving that I can go live in all of these places at one time. Because, baby, being a mom, CEO, and having kids that are very demanding, you have to find systems and strategies that can work for you to where you don't work harder, but you work smarter, baby. Okay? Because I ain't got time to be going live in all these different places at different times. Delisha, right? And then it tells you like who said what. So somebody said hi from Instagram, so it has the logo of Instagram right beside it. So I am loving it. I am loving it. Thank you so much, Carnita, for sharing it out. All right. The second reason that you don't show up and monetize your gift as a mom boss starting your business from home is because you fear the judgment. Girl, I've been there. Okay, what app is this? Okay, so it is called One Stream Live Studio. One Streaming Live Studio. And you can set up, there's a monthly and a yearly fee. I want to say the low, so there's a free, but you don't want free because free don't allow you to get to do a lot of things. But you can set up to 5 platforms, one streaming live studio. You cannot do TikTok unless you have a streaming code, and it's a lot of work with that. So I'm still trying to figure that part out. I actually had to email them to see what I need to do to get TikTok on here. What's going on, Levon? But right now I am streaming on YouTube, Instagram, my personal my Facebook is a professional creators page, so it's not a personal. For some reason, it would not stream into my private Facebook group on the Book of Faith, but I'm gonna have to go figure that out when I go live. And right now I have TikTok on my phone, which is in the center of the camera. I'll show you my setup. Y'all ready? I'm gonna turn it around and you can see my setup. Hold on, let me see. I can flip the camera. Oh snap! So this is what it looks like, y'all. See that? Right here is telling you that I am streaming on Facebook, YouTube, and Instagram. There was a problem with my Facebook page. Right there, it tells you a person who comment and they're from Instagram. You can have guests on here as well. So let's see. I did have a banner. Let me see if I can put my banner up. Boom. There is my banner right there. What's going on, Vivian Garcia? Thanks so much for being in the building. So, if you were to go to my YouTube, all right, let me flip the camera back around. And so once I'm able to get TikTok added to this, I'll be able to add TikTok on here as well. So once I'm able to get TikTok on here, I will do that as well. But you got to have like a streaming code. It is not the easiest to do. They were talking something about like agents and not agents on here. It's like a streaming agent. What's up, Tiffany, the burnout reset coach? Thank you so much for being in the building. Okay, so that is the system, you guys. That is what I'm using to stream in all of the different areas. Because guess what? Your girl ain't got time to be going live on every single. So there is an app. I have not used the app, but it is called One Streaming Live. So if you go to Google and you type in One Streaming Live, it should pop up. There is an app. I do have the app on my phone. I have not went live from the app yet. I actually decided to test with my laptop. So what's going on, May? Welcome in the building. So when I am out and about, thank you so much for your club entry. So here's what I love about this. When I am out and about and I just want to go live and don't have to be in a professional setting, just some things that come to my mind and I want to talk about, I can go live using the One Streaming Live system. There is an app. And it will go to all of the different places that I set up for it to go to. Okay. I got it up. Yes, and more. Yes. So, so I haven't played with like the designs and the banners. You can do live sales. There is prompters on here. So I'll probably use the prompter as well. Oh, hold on. I done did something. Hold on. Okay, got it. Thank you. That is so cute. Thank you so much. So yes, it shows you everyone who's live. So I am so grateful. Thank you so much for the coconut tree. Thank you so much for the Jolly community. That was so amazing. I appreciate you. So I'm so excited because I get to go live in all of these different platforms without having the stress of being live, right? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing. Remember, we talked about the first one was you lost yourself in motherhood because you were so wrapped in being a mom and a wife, right? And there's nothing wrong with that. But what you realize is that once your kids became school age, you had a little bit more time on your hands, and those dreams that you had that was in the back of your heart that you buried so deep because you was in mommy mode and wife mode, they're starting to come out. You're starting to think about it. You're like, oh my God, I remember when I had this passion, or oh my God, I love when I make this, and things just started popping up, right? But now, because your kids are in school, and you have been presenting yourself as one way, which don't let nobody hold you in a box, right? You're starting to see the fear of judgment. You're worried about what your friends are thinking, what your family's gonna think, how you starting a business now. What you mean you starting a business? You know, you're a mom. How you got time for that? Like all of these questioning that they're asking you that you probably already asking yourself, that fear of judgment is stopping you from showing up. And I've been there. When I first started out in business, I was asking myself all of the questions. I was saying, oh my God, I can't believe that I'm doing this. I don't know if I should. Thank you so much, May, for sharing it out. It was just a lot of different things that were running through my mind that I would just like, I can't do this. So here's the reason why I created my Mom CEO Academy. One, you lost yourself in motherhood. So the membership is going to actually help you rediscover your identity by showing you how your passion and your skills, they still matter. They still matter. What's up, Monique, in the building? They still matter, right? And so we're going to take your gifts and your talents and we're going to turn it into some income. The second thing is it's a safe space. Thank you so much for your club entry. It's a safe space. It's a safe space for you to be in where you don't have to worry about the judgment of people saying, are you sure you want to start a business? Do you got time? How are you going to do that and be a mom and do this and do that and X, Y, and Z? You're actually using your gifts, skills, and talents so you can free up your time. Believe it or not, a lot of people don't see that, but you do. Because guess what? When you start making income, you ain't got to worry about cleaning. You could pay someone to do that. When you start making income, you don't have to worry about doing X, Y, and Z because you pay for the lifestyle that you want so you can be free to spend more time with your family and just doing the things that you love, i.e. loving on yourself. That is the whole purpose. That is why we start our business. So tell me why you start your business. Thank you so much, Monique, for being a title gifter of the Community Fest. I appreciate you. Why did you start wanting to go into business for yourself? That entrepreneur spirit in you bit you, right? That bug bit you, but it bit you for a reason. What is your why? Why, and why? Because let me tell you something, when life get hard, that why is what's going to keep you going. So what is your reasoning for why you want to show up in this space, digital world, the product world, the business, the brick and mortar? What is the reason for you wanting to show up as a business owner, right? What is your why? So tell me what your why is while we go into number 3. Number 3 is you don't know where to start. So you're like, I want to start this business, but I'm not exactly sure how to start this business. You may have too many ideas. You may not have clarity. You may feel overwhelmed because you don't know exactly where to start because there are so many things so many places and things and apps and program and website and all of these things that you could be using that can be overwhelming because there are so many processes. But in the Mom CEO Academy, you actually get a pre-business checklist that will help you to streamline and give you step-by-step guide tools. And there's workshops in there that help you in different areas of your businesses. Yes, there is a webinar, a checklist, and an ebook for different categories within business, family, and self, because you are the whole part of it. So let me go to the comments. Thank you so much, May, for the roses. So Monique said, Monique on TikTok, y'all. So if you're watching on Facebook, YouTube, or Instagram, Monique from TikTok said, financial freedom and more time with her kids. That is why she decided to go in business and to be an entrepreneur and be a stay-at-home mom CEO, because she wants to spend more time with her kids. She wants financial freedom. So because of all of that, and the thing, she was like, Listen, long gone of the days where I lose myself in motherhood. My kids are a little bit older now to where I can start enjoying and pulling my dreams out off the shelf and bringing them alive. She's not worried about the judgment of her friends. She may be, but she said, I'm going to push through it, because I remember those times too of feeling the judgment of my friends and my family and saying, why are you doing this and doing that? Then I also remember I didn't know where to start. Girl, there was so much. All these things that are here now, they were not here when I started out in business 10 years ago. Man, the platform now are so easy. It's almost like you crazy if you haven't done nothing yet, because it is so easy. It's so many different plug and play. It is just the most beautiful thing. Monique from Instagram said, that's right, honey. Listen. So here's number 4. Time feel like an enemy. So one of the reasons why you have not been showing up in your skills, gifts, and talents is because you feel like you don't have no time. Listen, between bus drop-off, sports, dinner, laundry, cleaning, being at games, gotta run and get back to bed. No problem. Thank you so much for your time. Being at games, plays, all of that. You feel like you don't have time, right? I know. I felt the same way. But let me tell you what works. Planners, schedules, and knowing what your week look like. If you've been watching me before, this is not your first time. You're not new to this. You true to me. We've been down like 4 flat tires for a while. You know how much I preach on having a planner and time blocking your week. I'm not going to go into full detail on it because it's a whole thing, but I'm going to give you a little bit of it, and then I'll break it down in another live. Okay? So here's what you need. You need a planner. And on that planner on Sundays, you need to plan out your week. You need high priority, medium priority, low priority. Within those priorities, you also need to plan in time blockers. 60 power hour. I am a 60-minute power hour. You should do that in your high priority time, or maybe 90 minutes, depending on. That's why I say having kids that are in school while you're doing this is the best way, because you have time during the day to do a 60 and 90 minute. You can also plan in what I call your cleaning mode, your mommy mode, your business mode. These are the different modes that you use to plan in your schedule on how you clean your house. Here's the beautiful thing. What is your goal and what are you working towards to be done by Friday? Treat it like a regular work schedule, Monday through Friday. What do that mean? That means I work Monday through Friday within these hours, and these are the things that I do for my business. I work in the home during these hours. Listen, I believe in family meetings, family plans. I feel that as a family, we all have to do our parts. So everybody, one, you take care of the space you live in, i.e. your bedroom. And if you have your own bathroom, you take care of that. If you share, we'll break down responsibilities. Other than that, when it comes to living room, dining room, kitchen, family area, that is a community. All of us will take care of it one way or another. Thank you so much, Phoenicia, for being in the building. All of us will take care of it one way or another. So you got to come in and have that family meeting. So that's the gist of breaking down and using your planner when you feel like time is an enemy. Okay, we got three more. I'm bruh man from the fifth floor because your girl didn't know how to put her fingers up right. 3 more. Number 5. You tried before and you quit. You've tried before and you quit. But see, here's the thing. You tried before when your kids were little. And they were very demanding and they needed you a whole lot. But as your kids get older and they become a little more self-sufficient, because you failed that first time, you don't want to do it again because you're still holding on to the first time. What's up, Toya? Welcome in the building. Hi, Lavon. Welcome in the building. Because you failed that first time when your kid was 2 years old and now they 11. I called you out. Because I'm talking to myself. When your child was 2, you tried to start a business, whatever that was. Now your child 11, and you still holding on to that feeling of how you felt when they were 2. Well, baby, friend, bestie, lean in. Lean in. Things checked on the other platform. Ow, 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 ow. Thank you so much, Lavon. I had to have Nikki go and check. I was like, listen, go to YouTube, go to Instagram, go to Facebook. Do you see it? Thank you so much for hitting that gift gallery and for the donut. So when 10 years later and you're still holding on to that feeling that when you tried before and it didn't work. But baby, let me tell you something, best friend, there are so many easy systems out here now. It's a lot of plug and play. It's a lot of things that can help you. Listen, AI ain't all bad, okay? It's definitely a point where you can use and then put your own voice into it. There are so many different easy platforms out here, whether you're doing a digital or a product. So friend, you got time. Don't let that failure from years ago stop you from the life that you want. Do not let it stop you from the life that you want. You have dream, goals, and aspirations, and you want to bring that business to life. It keep pulling at your heart. I know it is. I know it's pulling at your heart because you know you are meant for greater. You know you are meant for better. You know that you're not meant to just be a mom and a wife. You're meant to be a bomb-ass CEO who runs their business on their time, on their platform, on their all of that. You know that. But you letting that one time that you failed stop you. Well, in the Mom CEO Academy, we're not doing that. We're accountability, community, and bite-sized action is going to help you get your things up and running. So tap in, friend. Tap in. It's pulling at your heartstring. You know you want to do it. What's going on, Quinn? Welcome in the building. Number 6. A lot of people believe that you're not qualified. You're just a mom. You're just a wife. I mean, did you really go to school for that? How are you gonna do that? I've never seen you. Thank you so much for the sub stickers. How are you gonna do that? I've never seen that done. Have you heard that before? I ain't never seen nobody do that. Thank you so much for the roses. I ain't never seen nobody do that before. Are you sure? Maybe you need to go to school. Maybe you need to take a few more classes. I don't know. Do not let them project their feelings onto you. Okay? Do not let them project their feelings onto you. Let them know if you're not here to support me, you got to go. Okay? You're not going to stop this train from showing up because I've stopped myself long enough. Okay? I've stopped myself long enough. So I'm not going to let somebody come in. This ain't Texas. Woo. For those of you who are on TikTok, on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, over here on TikTok, I just got the hat and mustache. So you'll see me. Oh, thank you so much for the community fest. So you'll see me. You don't see it here, but it's on TikTok, okay? Don't let them help you to be like judge yourself and to neglect how you feel. No, tell them, listen, if you're not here to support me, you don't have to, but I'm going to do this because I know this is what I want to do. You know, deep down inside, that's what you want to do. So don't let them outside voices mess with you. That is why it's so important to have a community who understands you. Now, I ain't say no yes community. I said a community who understands you, because we're still going to say, rethink that or repackage that or reframe that to make it better, because we want what's best for you. All right. And so the last thing is, you're like, girl, I am so tired. There's already a lot going on. I am not trying to be in the hustle culture. Baby, I'm with you. I'm not in a hustle culture either. I like doing things. What's up, V? Welcome in the building. I don't like the hustle culture either. Now, let me tell you something. There's a difference between hustle culture and working hard, because in the beginning of your business, you gonna work hard. I didn't say hustle. You're gonna work hard. You have to get this business up and running. It's literally, think of this business like your newborn baby. It needed you all the time. The beautiful thing about this is you're able to dedicate time throughout the week to this newborn baby. And after a while, what happens? It starts crawling. So you ain't got to carry it everywhere. It got some automation systems in there, okay? Then after a while, it starts what? Pulling up, walking. Thank you so much for the hand heart. It start pulling up on its own. Thank you so much for the hand heart. It start pulling up on its own. And then what? It start walking. So now you walking behind it and you're trying to make sure it don't fall. And you're like, oh, okay, let me do this. Oh, okay, let me do that. That is exactly the same thing with your business. In the beginning, it is going to need your attention. But here's the beautiful thing about it. I didn't say hustle. I said work hard. You determine how much attention you're going to give to it. Because I will tell you, the more time you put into it, the more you're going to get out of it. What's up, Barry Lee? Damn 508. Welcome in the building. So if you want income and peace, but not the grind of hustling, I am going to be teaching you sustainable business method. Okay, sustainable business method. We're talking automation. Thank you so much for your club entry. We're talking automation. We're talking about email sequence. We're talking about literally, there's webinars to help you in your business. There's webinars to help you with home organization and getting your family on board. There is a pre-business checklist, so you can go to the what is my why, to what platform, what one thing I want to focus on. You do not have to come out in a business and focus on 5 different things at one time. Okay, let me give you a little backstory about myself. When I first started out in business, I wrote a book. I was like, okay. I went into coaching. I was like, I was really testing the market. And then my daughter started the bath bomb company. When she started the bath bomb company, all we did was bath bombs. And when we first started out, it was bath bombs, and there were like 3 shapes. We did like a heart, a circle, and I think a game controller. Oh, and a donut. So it was 4 shapes. That was it. That was our product. It was one main product with a couple of different shapes. We did bath bombs for about a year. We did bath. Thank you so much for the popular vote. We did bath bombs for about a year. Okay. After a year or so of doing bath bombs, guess what else? Then we added on more shapes. Then we added on, I'm trying to think what else. What's up, Malika? Thank you so much for being in the building. Okay, then we added on a year and a half later, we added on soap. So we added on soap. We gradually, okay, after another year, we added on body butter and sugar scrub. You see where I'm going with this? Jennifer, welcome in the building. You see where I'm going with this? You do not have to start with 1,000,001 products. Charlie, welcome in the building. You do not have to start with 1,000,001 product to get started. You can focus on one product and build that muscle before you add another one. That's another reason why you're so stressed and you don't know if you want to start the business or not, because you have so many different ideas, which is why I created the Mom CEO Academy, because in there, I'm helping you with your time. I'm helping you with your strategy. There is support. We do, there's many courses, there's weekly prep talks and planning. Every Sunday, we are meeting up through Google Meet to plan our week. This is your time to ask questions. Of course, you got your communities of Mom Besties who are starting their business or rebranding or revamping their business so they understand what it's like to run a family and also be running a business and getting back started. Again, I've been a mom almost 21 years. I've been a stay-at-home mom for 13, and I've been a stay-at-home mom in business for almost 11 years. All right. So there's going to be some templates and workbooks and downloadables. There's some breakthrough challenges. There are some, if you don't know what to post for content, there's a calendar for the month that will give you different ideas for content. I mean, I am literally giving you everything that you need to take the guesswork out, because I understand how hard it is to start a business and be so overwhelmed when there's so many different things to think about and you don't know exactly where to start. I got you, sis. We're in this to win this. And I am so excited to be getting back. And now that I've found this system where I can go live in different places, honey, I can be out and about and still go live. Okay. So we're going to be going live more often. The next time I'll be live is on Thursday. We're going to be talking. Let's see, what is Thursday about? Hold on. I'm going to tell you what Thursday is going to be about. Hold on. I have it on my calendar somewhere. See that? I have it on my calendar. Okay. I'm going to tell you what Thursday is about. So Thursday, we're going to be talking about 3 signs you need something for yourself. You've been feeling this, but you don't exactly know what to do with it. 3 signs you need something for yourself. So we're going to be talking about those feelings that have been pulling on you lately, and you're trying to figure out why is it pulling on you. So I'm Laura Shea Lovett, your stay-at-home mom CEO. I help other stay-at-home moms to create additional income so they can spend more time and with their family and loving on themselves. And we do this by using your skills, gifts, and talent to create additional income. So stay tuned. If you have not, turn that notification bell on. If you're on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, make sure you turn those notification bells on, and I will be seeing y'all more often than not. So thank you so much for tuning in, and y'all have an amazing, wonderful day. Hold on, TikTok. Ain't so. What's going on, TikTok?